Time with those shoes.
Alright guys, we're right here. We just got out of the press box at Kaffman Stadium. It's pretty huge. We're probably because it's pretty loud.
Got it? We have everyone?
Yeah.
Alright, follow me and I'm going to take you down to the dugout.
No, we're going to the
So we're going to the dugout. This is my friend Devin. Say hi, Devin. Say hi, Devin. Say hi. I'm making a video here. Guys, we're going to the dugout. Yeah. Why is there a babysit right there? I just had to bring that up. Dog cage. Yeah? You say it.
Are you recording?
Alright. Up here to my left, if you were to follow the back door of the Royals clubhouse. The dugouts. The dugouts and the stuff around the dugouts are identical for both teams. And we have, these are called the batting tunnels. And we have the same thing for the visiting team. In there we have 2 pitching machines, 2 batting cages. It's where the players take batting practice if the weather's bad. They can do that. We also have exercise equipment in there if someone knows they're going to go in as a pinch runner or as a defensive replacement. They could come down and work out and loosen up a bit as well. We even have computer monitors in there. Say you strike out your first 2 times up and you're trying to figure out what you're doing wrong, you can come down and analyze your swing on the computer. This is the batting rack. We put that in the dugout during the games. Put all the bats in here. This is where they put batting helmets and gloves. Now, I'm going to take you out there, and as soon as you get out there, turn right, and you can have a seat in the dugout. Step up.
We're sitting in the dugout, guys.
Really big first step. So be careful.
This is really practice hitting, guys. Shut up, Josh. I'm trying to make a video.
goat shelter.
Don't die, bro. Don't die. Don't survive.
No.
We're in the dugout, guys.
Okay, yeah, you can sit up there. Guys, you'll get time to take some
We're in the
photos.
dugout, guys. Perfect view.
Okay, this has been the Royals dugout since the stadium opened in 1973. So you guys are sitting right now where George Brett, Bo Jackson, Hal McRae, Frank White, Freddie Patek, Paul Splittorff, Dan Quisenberry, Brett Saberhagen, Bo Jackson, and now Billy Butler, Mike Moustakas, Alex Gordon, Salvi Perez, Jim Guthrie, Luis Mendoza, and all of the guys. If you look under the seats, you see that we have ductwork and vents. When it's cold, the dugout is heated. When it's hot, it's air conditioned. When it's hot, we also put those great big mist fans in the dugouts, to help keep the players cool. Okay. Both dugouts have 3 phones. One to the front office, one to the press box, and the most important one is the one to the bullpen, where the pitchers warm up. Now, when this stadium opened, it had artificial turf. And the reason for that was Mr. Kaufman, the founder of the club, knew that Kansas City was kind of a small city to be a major league city. A lot of cities in that sentence. And he did not want people to, he knew for us to be successful, we'd have to draw from a wide geographic range, get people to come drive a long ways to come to the ballpark. And he did not want people driving 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to the ballpark and then go home disappointed because the game was rained out. So he put in artificial turf, and back then we could squeegee the water off the field, we could vacuum it off the field, we had big drains, and if it didn't rain all day, you didn't have to worry about a rain out. Well, we learned a lot about turf management in the 20 years after the ballpark opened. In 1993, we took out the artificial turf, and now it's a mixture of rye and bluegrass out there. We get it from a turf farm in Colorado. But it's what's under the turf that is most interesting. There's 15 inches of peat and sand, then a layer of fabric, then 18 inches of pea gravel, and under all of that, 2.5 miles of drainage pipe. The field is designed to drain 4 inches of water in 15 minutes. We now, if it doesn't rain all day, we don't have a rain out. Some of the things that were new with the renovation. The Hall of Fame building where you were, who can tell me who number 42 was?
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson,
Oh, yeah.
the first African-American player in the major leagues. And where did Jackie Robinson play before he went to the major leagues?
Negro.
And where? Kansas City,
Oh,
the Kansas
Georgia.
City Monarchs, right here in Kansas City, before he signed with the Dodgers. Who's number 5? We retired his number. George Brett.
Yeah.
Who's number 10?
Frank White? No.
Dick Hauser, who managed us to our only World Series championship. Number 20 is
Frank White.
Frank White.
Frank White.
The fountain seats around the fountain bar, they're also new, and a wonderful place to watch a game on a hot summer day. One of the reasons being that you'll get wet from the fountains. I told you about the scoreboard. We have the Pepsi porch out in right center field, and then down the right field line, the Budweiser patio and Rivals Restaurant and Sports Bar. Those fountains are the largest privately funded fountains in the world.
Where are they?
They're out in the outfield, both sides of the scoreboard.
They're not working right.
They're not working right now. They'd freeze if we had water in them right now. But the Kaufmans, when this stadium was built, put about $2 million of their own money into it. They recirculate 250,000 gallons of water. Kansas City, as I'm sure you all know, is known as the city of fountains.
Sure.
And if you didn't know it, now you do. And Mrs. Kaufman, Muriel Kaufman, loved fountains. She thought it would be fitting with the city to, she was just passionate about the fountains. So we have lots of lights. You know, I've been out here for almost 500 consecutive home games, and you get out-of-towners and they talk about that. They love those fountains. And it was that way during the All-Star game. But the big fountain in right field, part of this side of the scoreboard, back behind the Dr. Pepper and Aquafina signs. You can't fly over stadiums anymore, but back when this stadium was built, you could. That was way before 9/11. But if you were to fly over the stadium and look down, you would see that it forms the numeral 1. The fountain forms the numeral 1. And that was because Mrs. Kaufman wanted people to know that Kansas City and the Royals were number 1. So that's kind of cool. These Crown Club seats right over here, they're the most expensive single game tickets in the ballpark. $250 a game. You know what a seat like that costs in Yankee Stadium?
$5,000.
$1,250 in Yankee Stadium. But you get all you can eat and drink if you have those seats, and I'm not talking sodas and hot dogs, although if you want sodas and hot dogs, you may have those. But what I think is neatest about it, so how far would you be from the batter if you're 5 feet closer than the pitcher? 55 what? And? Very good. 6. Very good. Any questions while we're down here? And I tell you, when the guys...
Now we're getting out of the dugout. Now we're getting out.
This dugout.
Go Royals. Yeah.
All right.
That's here on the field now. I'm making a video for my YouTube account. We just got out of the dugout. It's so cold. Shut up, Josh. Giggity.
Not mine.
That's Josh, one of my friends. We're finally gonna be in the warm room, guys.
Who watches our games on TV? You ever watch the post-game show?
Yeah.
What happens then? Who comes in here? Ned Yost, our manager, comes in, sits right here, and who's sitting out where you guys are sitting? The reporters. And Ned will make a few comments about the game, and then he'll take questions from you guys. It's also where we make any major announcement, either Ned Yost or Dayton Moore, our general manager. Frequently the player involved, like if we acquire someone through a trade or free agency, they'll meet the press down here. Anytime we have a promotion, a demotion, a hiring, a firing, the draft, we have a press conference down here. Bud Selick, who's the commissioner of baseball and a former used car salesman in Milwaukee, made the announcement about the Royals hosting the All-Star game down here. The two silver boxes right in front of me are where the reporters can hook up whatever audio-visual equipment they have that needs a power source. And the camera up there belongs to FSKC, Fox Sports Kansas City, which televises virtually all of our games. Well, we're really lucky today, guys. We happen to have Manager Gibble here. And she's going to come up and answer your questions. Please come on up. Now for this press conference, and I can't let you use the mic. We keep this mic live all the time. That's because if reporters up in the press box where we work, if they don't want to come down here and see Ned Yost after the game, this is piped in there, and they can hear it, and hear the questions, hear everything he says, without even coming down here. But anyhow, we're going to have a press conference. It's pretty easy. Did you all of a sudden you lost your question because of that? Yes. Is that a New York fan in the back there? Wyatt?
Yeah.
Stand up, sir. Where are you from?
From KCTV5 News.
What is your question?
How did you think Joe Jackson did in his baseball years?
I think Joe Jackson was an amazing baseball player too, but definitely great for KC.
And he was an amazing athlete. Good question. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I am from Original TV.
And do you have a name?
No.
Share your name with us.
No name.
All right, ask your question.
What was the last Royals game like?
It was a pretty tough one. We're hoping to have a better season this year.
Other questions? Yes.
My name's Michael, and I'm from 106.5, the Wolf radio station. How many balls do you plan on hitting this season?
I'm going for about 100.
There's no way.
Other questions?
Oh, I got one. KCTV5 News. How do you think your new pitch went?
Oh, I think my
split. It's a very advanced pitch, and sixth graders, once you get up to maybe college level, you might learn the split.
You mean advanced, right?
The split finger fastball is pretty tough. Do you have a question?
I know fastball.
What is your reaction on comments saying that hot dogs are the best?
I do believe that hot dogs at Kaufman are the best. It doesn't taste the same.
You asked that question very well, young lady. Yes.
My name is Trey, and I'm from Sports News Radio. And what's your opinion on pretzels?
On pretzels?
Yes.
I like them soft with no salt. Little cheesy.
All right, last question.
Hi, I'm Natalie Cherry. I'm from Good Morning America. Now, how are you yourself involved in baseball?
I am Billy Butler's wife.